Hey guys, what's up? Zax here, back on MotoGP 2014. Today we are here in Jerez for the next race of the season. And it's overall, this season, been quite fun. I mean, we're obviously starting at the back. I should explain why I don't want to do qualifying, just because I feel on this difficulty it's more fun just to fight through the field. I don't particularly care about, maybe getting one or two positions more, but I'm really bad at qualifying anyway, so I might end up just starting last anyway. So I just find it fun starting from the back of the grid, and everyone's just stopping in front of me there. Dive it down the inside, a bit of grass cutting, but overall not too bad. A couple of positions made up to P18. Arthur Sissis, Asmi, and a couple of others. Now, I haven't got the update or the DLC, whatever it is. I can't find it at the moment, so as I'm recording this on the Friday, I can't find it, so currently I don't have it, so obviously it's not in the game. But a lot of people said that there was DLC or something, but I haven't got it as I'm recording this, if you're wondering, so that's the reason why. Okay, yeah, I did that pretty well actually. I knew I'd outbrake myself, so I just tried to go for the gap, and I got it. Nearly actually managed to overtake Sissis and all that, and we're going to get down the inside. A slight bit of contact, but we're just going to push our way through. And that has me to Muki for Ferrari. It's sometimes hard to read their names when you're moving fast. You've got to concentrate on their name rather than the track, and it's sometimes not the best thing to do. But overall, guys, thank you for the support in the series. Obviously, I'm a couple of episodes behind as I record this. As the ones that I've uploaded in comparison to the ones that I've played, but yeah, overall, I really not nice seeing a great support on the series. So massive thank you to everyone. If you can share the first episode, that'd be really amazing. Because that's the one that always sort of gets the most amount of viewers. So if I can share that one, that's my aim always, to try and get the first one out to as many people as possible. So if you can share it about to your friends, the first episode, that'd be great. But I understand if you don't want to. But up to 13th here. Hopefully it's a lucky 13th. A couple of points in the bag that would be, but not that many. Okay, that was a bit of a risky move, but throw it down the inside, get a couple of positions there. Ooh, a little bit of rubbing there, a bit more as well. Bastatini. If I pronounce their names wrong, you know why. I just missed their names, but Bastatini, him. Overall, this bike's not actually that bad. I think when we get into Moto, if we get to Moto 2 in, say, a decent bike, maybe one that can challenge top 10 regularly, I'll do qualifying then. But at the moment, it's just a long-winded process, which I don't really want to do. I just want to get to the racing, and you can normally make up all the positions you'd have got in qualifying anyway on the first lap. So that's why it's just qualifying on these. I go on this game to race. I don't go on this game to qualify. So I just have a bit of fun. Fight from the back of the field. Obviously it might be a bit different if they're full grids. It would make it a lot harder to make your way through the field, a lot easier, but I don't know, we'll see. Okay, that was what you call a risky move. Took out Haneker, but now we're getting Ayo as well, so now we're up into 9th. Great bit of racing there, a little bit of contact, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. We all know Mr. Marquez doesn't worry about a bit of contact from now and again, and he's set to be a two-time world champion if he can keep up the pace that he's had this season. He's pretty much got it in the bag, like the Mercedes drivers have got it in the bag, but it's just whether he can really keep the consistency up. I mean, he probably can finish third in every race in this season and probably still win the championship. You can do the maths, but something like that. He'll probably, if he just finishes. Oh, whoa! Bastianini goes off as well. So that means we actually end up only losing 2-3 positions. Bastianini's gone down the order, he's outside the points now. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed my story last episode about talking about gloves. I didn't really know what to end up talking about in that episode, so I just oh well, that's something that's happened today, so I'll just talk about that. I was just wondering about how many people if anybody that races motorbikes actually watched this series. I know that's a bit far-fetched, but it'd be interesting to know you know, if there is any specific terms for anything in motorbike racing. Maybe if you're just a fan of MotoGP, like you understand it a lot better than I do. You can just tell me maybe what some of the sort of key points about, key terms maybe of MotoGP are. Obviously, I know something like slipstream and stuff, but stuff like the tuck-in and stuff like that, I can vaguely understand why you tuck in to get the better aerodynamic, but I don't know really where I'm going with this. But if you've got any MotoGP terminology you want me to talk about in these videos, like you did with the MXGP ones, that's what I'm trying to say. Is like what was it now? The scrub. That's it. Any stuff like that. Any sort of terminology that I can learn from, that'd be nice to know. But of course, only if you want to. But it's just something to put in the comment section, as I realise maybe sometimes there aren't really questions, so I'll try and create a question in the video to try and make it a bit more exciting in a way, so you can leave some comments. Obviously, at the end of the day, probably one of the biggest things I love about doing YouTube is responding, reading comments. That's one of my favourite things. A lot of people don't even look at their comments, which I find is a bit like amazing, or no, not amazing. Amazing is a good thing. Shocking in a bad way, because you want to read what your subscribers do. So yeah, I try and respond to as many people as possible. If it's just a general comment, I'll say thank you and all that sort of stuff. Obviously, you want to do that. But yeah, I see a lot of people that don't even just not just small channels, just big channel. Obviously, I should say it the other way around. It's not just big channels, but it's small channels. Just people just don't respond to their comments. But everyone has their different way about doing things, and it's just something I've always done ever since I started YouTube. And obviously, there's been certain times, like recently when I've done my exams, it's been hard to try and respond to every comment in like full detail, but I try and respond to as many as possible. And obviously, it's not just one video that I get comments from. I can look up at my notifications at 1 minute, and it's got like 2, and then about an hour later I can look back up at it, and it's got like 20. So I've uploaded so many videos, nearly 1,000 odd now. I'll explain more in the 1,000th video how it's technically not my 1,000th video, but I'll get there when it comes about to that video. But yeah, where was I going with this? But yeah, I have so many notifications. I mean, people still comment on my F1 2011 videos, and F1 2014 is not that far away. So it's cool that people go back and look through your videos. I have nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But it's just interesting to see what people are saying about. What was it? I got a comment the other day on, I think it was on my F1 2012 videos, saying, "Oh, you can do this to go faster," and I'm like, "Huh?" I'm like, "What? We're on F1 2013 now, and we're not that far away from F1 2014." So I didn't even realise people were still looking at F1 2012. But I'm sure if I looked at my analytics on YouTube, I'd still have a couple of thousand people a month looking at my F1 2012 videos. So it's just the sort of thing. YouTube is crazy. I'm not saying people are crazy. I'm just saying YouTube's crazy in the way that so many people are still interested in older games, even old new games, if that makes any sense. Like a newish game like F1 2012, but in real terms it's what I try to say here, in real terms it's an outdated game. Got myself out of that little circle. So try not to get myself into a conversation like that again, because I completely just confuse myself. Right, now battle with Io. Can we get past him? Yes, we can. But look how far out the leaders are. It makes you think, how on earth are we going to catch them? Io's coming right back on the attack there. Just trying to get past him somehow. Oh, mistake there. That's not going to be good. I'm going to keep the racing line on for a little bit longer, maybe to the end of the season. That was 100% my fault. I'm sorry. Damn it, that was stupid. Completely not paying attention to my braking points there. Luckily, neither of us. Well, luckily he lost time, but he didn't lose position. Sometimes a little bit hot-headed, my overtakes, got to say. Vanarti takes the track record. Stand up. Just sort of stood it up a tiny bit there, so I didn't go barreling into the corner. Who is it? I think is this Hanukkah? I think so. Got across the start-finish line. Ooh, that was close. no thousandths of a second between us. What? He just lagged forward a bit. Get past him. Can we get back into the top 10? That would be a thing that we definitely want to do, because we want to get those points off the board. We really want to end up probably the top 10 in the standings at the end of the season. Will be good, probably good enough to maybe look at a bottom end Moto 2 ride. It's whether you stay in a second season on a good bike on Moto 3 like someone like Alex Rins did. I think he already had the contract, but then you look at, is it Vinales in Moto 2 who's doing quite well, he's up the order. But then you look at someone like Salon, who I think is in Moto 2 this year, and I don't think he's too far up the order, so you know, it's all about whether you stay in the same category on a better bike that will go up to the next category on a worse bike. It's all that thing. Maybe, you know, if I finished outside the top 10 in this championship with only 21 people in it, I'd probably have to consider going just to a higher team. But you know, maybe someone's in the Moto 2 realises the potential on a slower bike, if that makes any sense. I just lag bubbled him out of the way. Even just that's what, not obviously I didn't, but that's what it looked like. Top 10, that's where we're going for. If we can get IO as well, that'd be 1 or 2 more points, I think. I'm not sure, I can't remember exactly how the MotoGP scoring system works, but we've had a good run through there. Keep it tight to the corner, and we're going to run out a bit wide. This is incredibly close. I think he might. Oh no! Look at that though. He's. Ooh, I don't know their names, so I can't say. But nearly 3 wide across the start-finish line. Look, they're like leaning on each other, going around turn 1. Wow, that was a good race right to the line. That's quite interesting, wasn't it? Ooh, what? They just crashed into the barriers. 22 seconds between myself and the leader on that race. And that moves us up to 12th in the standings on 16 points, 4 points behind Bastin. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name. I'm just going to go Bastianini from now on. Yeah, only 4 points behind him and 6 points behind IO. So anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.